Welcome back to Sakura Gamer, everyone. In the last episode, Suki, who is in the middle, has decided to try to convince Nekohime here, on the left, to make the game that she and Clover, on the right, have dreamed about since she was a kid.
Yep, and also, I love how all Sakura characters magically have seamless clothes that are tailored to their exact body measurements in ways that are revealing.
It's pretty awesome.
Also, what does Suki have in her pants that keeps her from getting camel toe?
A thin plastic pad-like device?
Ow.
Imagine the chafing. I thought you were supposed to be a shrine maiden.
I was, but living in a shrine is so boring. It's not much to do other than sweep leaves, so I started drawing digital art to keep me busy. Like you two, it's always been my dream to work on a project with other people. I like uploading my art online, and I always get nice comments, but it would feel different, I think, if I could use my art to make something really special. If we could all work together, wouldn't that be wonderful? Don't you think so, Nekohime? Don't you think it would be wonderful?
But a visual novel?
I know it's not what you're into, but you like writing stories, don't you? You always sent me those poems back when you were in middle school.
Don't remind me. When I was younger, I used to think I had a talent as a writer. When I was younger, I was delusional. If you want to read a piece from a good writer, you should check out One Step Toward Divinity by John Michael, available on Audible or Amazon.
Do it.
I can't believe I ever sent those ridiculous over-the-top poems to Clover, of all people. Once you tell Clover something, she doesn't forget it. Not ever.
You might cringe now, Nekohime, but you have some serious talent as a writer. We might be able to do it if we're together. That's right.
Whoops.
We're going to aim for whoa, stumble. Excuse me. Ooh, that sick did more damage than I thought.
Yeah, it happened. The what?
Remember Suki went for a walk around the block and had a smoke?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to aim for a release in time for the summer manga market.
Isn't that the beginning of August?
Yes. And
It's the 18th of July now!
then we'll need to get cracking. 2 weeks or under, that's the deadline.
What are you planning to do with this game when you finished it? Game. Can't believe I already started calling this visual novel a game. It's not Cuphead.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You have tens of thousands in your room upstairs.
What happened? Oh yeah, she does! She has the entire Sakura collection upstairs.
Enlarged, freaking wall-size framed stills.
And she's playing them on her VS4, so she has a controller that she's basically hitting one button on. Good for you. Good for you, whatever your name is, Nekohime. What happened to my moral code? My ethics? My credos? I never play games on anything but nightmare difficulty.
We're gonna sell it, of course. I booked a table at Manga Market in advance. Now I just need a product to sell there.
My, aren't we prepared?
I was supposed to be working on a calendar with a Dojin circle, but there was some drama and they disbanded. Even though I booked a table with my own money and I did a bunch of art already. Guess it won't get used now. I was pretty upset about it, but I'm with you guys now. Seems like a shame to let your talents in that table go to waste. I mean, I could sell fan art, but if we had a huge draw like a visual novel, we could rake in some serious dosh. Don't you think?
Well, I look between Suki and Clover.
Aw, Suki.
Suki smile.
She put a deposit on her table and her other friends backed out. The dicks!
Suki's smiling.
If you've ever done that to somebody, I hope you feel horrible.
Suki's smiling, bouncing back and forth on the balls of her feet. Clover stares at me, her pursed lips forming the word please. When I see them like this, I know. Oh, shit. Oh, I have to do... Oh, all three of the choices basically point to the same thing. Oh, but this is probably a choice over which girl to chase. Alright, Coiny. Tails means we do this for our own sake.
Unless we can go for a harem ending.
Probably. Tails, we're gonna do this for our own sake. If it's heads, we'll do a second flip to decide between the two. So, Coiny says heads. So now, Coiny says tails, so I don't want to let Clover down. Clover's my best friend. Not just that, but she's my only friend. I've known Clover for 10 years, and in all that time, she's never let me down. When my pet rabbit Mochi died when I was in middle school, Clover was the one who comforted me.
Its name was Mochi.
I love naming animals after food.
Oh, I bet it was super squish like Mochi.
She was always there whenever I needed somebody to vent to or a shoulder to cry on. And she is right. Making a game together always was our dream. Though our dream has been downgraded somewhat from a game to a visual novel. I don't want to split hairs. Not. I'm not an elitist gamer, but I think they've made all games too easy since 2008. I don't like Monster Hunter World because they have a tutorial now, but I don't want to split hairs.
That's super easy mode, so disabled people can enjoy the game too and get developer commentary as a cop-out.
I can't.
I poisoned myself.
I can't let her down. Not now. Not when she looks so excited. Working on a small project might be fun, even if we have such a tight deadline. It's a lot of work, but... Alright, fine. I'll do it.
I knew you'd come to the right decision. Yay! Nekohime, I love you!
So saying, the two girls embrace me in a warm, tight hug. Ah, what? Yeah?
Oh, you meow like a cat too? How cute.
I don't meow.
She meows even more if you rub her under the chin or pat her head. Ooh, really? How interesting.
Clover, no. Don't give her any more yeah. The embrace is much too warm for my liking, and there are way too many elbows jabbing me in the sides. But I don't pull away. Not now. How could I when, for the first time in forever, it feels my dull, boring life might be going somewhere. And yet you were resisting literally 15 seconds ago.
No fucking cell of the group hug? Lame.
Later that evening, not yet. You have to earn that ending. Later that evening, I find myself standing outside Clover's bedroom. Clover always barges into my room whenever she feels like it. She rarely knocks. She's not the knocking kind of person. She's walked in on me getting changed more times than I can count. By this point, I've almost gotten used to it. Almost. I, unlike Clover, am not a brute. I actually care about manners, and that's why I knock on the door.
Why is her shirt form-fitting in places but super loose in the same places?
Oh yeah, because of that like V shape that connects her boobs down to her stomach that's on the shirt, it's like there's just extra fabric there.
Yeah.
That's some weirdness. I wouldn't want to walk in on my best friend in a compromising position. That would be the height of rudeness. Hey, Clover. Knock, knock. Are you busy?
Nah, it's fine.
Clover's voice calls to me, slightly distorted through the door. Are you sure you're decent?
As decent as I'll ever be.
Which, coming from Clover, isn't decent at all. She's the most shameless person I know.
No, she's not.
Can I just say
Suki.
Nekohime is starting to annoy me? Like, I don't like her personality. Maybe I won't buy her that cheeseburger.
Whenever, Nekohime. I don't have anything I want to hide.
If you want to be respectable, you should hide some things.
I've never cared about any of that.
Believe me, I know.
Just let yourself in. You don't need to be so formal.
I'm trying to be polite. Manners don't cost anything.
We don't need manners. Our friendship transcends silly societal norms like that. You goofy person.
Yeah. I guess you did grow up my breasts a few days ago. That's just a footnote. I push open the door and here's your still. That's a pyro pasty. Can't show that on YouTube.
Why does she have no taint? Why is it pushed into the ass? That's not how anatomy works. Who drew this? You've never seen a woman's E. Why am I even bothering to censor myself? You've never seen a woman's tits or fucking ass. Haven't seen a woman's tits either. They don't do that.
I thought you said you were decent.
Huh?
Clover glances over her shoulder at me.
This isn't decent? Why are you malformed?
Not at...
Who did this to you?
Given the fact we're seeing like almost her entire ass full on, but also the side of her boob. That means her spine is bent at like an 85-degree angle.
Look at the way her back is going in like comparison to her ass. That means she's at like a freaking 45-degree angle there.
It's sharper. It's like 85. She's close to being
45 is sharper than 85.
No.
Yeah?
90 is like an L.
Yes, and 85 is only a little bit off of that.
Yes, that's my point.
45 is sharper than 85.
What?
45 is E.
Yes.
85 is E.
Yes.
That's sharper.
No, when it's... Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Whatever. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Math aside.
Math aside, you are not being decent at all.
This isn't decent?
No. Clover is lying on her bed, her butt is angled toward the door, and her hips are raised. No shit. Since her skirt is so short, I have a rather generous view of everything. Her thighs are thick, they bulge over the top of her socks.
Every pair of panties is a C-string.
Huh. I actually didn't notice that. Like, they actually drew that bit of the anatomy correctly. That her thighs are kind of poking over her, whatever. For some reason, she's wearing a pair of striped panties.
They really like striped panties.
Very flimsy striped panties. The fabric is so thin, I'm not sure they can be called panties anymore. It seems like a miracle they function as intended.
Why is her vag sandwiched in between her ass cheeks? That's not how that works.
Were these ever intended to function at all? I mean, they would have to if she's wearing them. I can see...
Cut off by the titillation with the body horror.
I know. I can see more of you than I would like.
At least she's got a bubble butt going.
Okay. You're up.
Oh, Nekohime, you're no fun.
I'm just being sensible.
Boo, so boring.
Clover shifts. She waves her behind, her thighs jiggle in a strangely appealing manner. Really, Nekohime? Anyway, stop that.
Stop what?
That. Clover shifts again.
I don't know what you mean.
I think you know exactly what I mean.
Nope. Why don't you tell me, Nekohime?
Oh no, I'm not playing this game. I take a seat beside Clover on the bed. The mattress sinks beneath my weight. I'll just change the subject. That's for the best. What are you looking at?
Oh, this?
Clover glances back at the screen of her laptop. The coy smile on her face doesn't flicker.
I was doing some research, you know?
Research?
That's right, since we decided we're gonna make a game!
A visual novel isn't a...
Shut up! Hush you! Can we move on with our lives?
If we must.
Shh,
I just weep for the youth of today.
Hush,
with their tutorials.
Shut up.
And their quick
quiet.
saves.
Nobody cares.
This is why Kingdom Come is getting critically panned, and it should be the only RPG anyone ever plays.
Anyways, I was researching some of the most popular visual novels. I wanted to see what elements we should include to really sell ourselves, you know?
And what did you discover?
Boobs.
I mean, you are on the internet, so that's going to happen.
All in all, the data I got was pretty useful. You'll never guess, but apparently the most popular kind of visual novel is...
Clover drums her fingernails against the keyboard. Is she trying to build some sort of suspense?
Porn!
I'm going to isolate that. That's going to be our new closing. What a surprise. Yeah, I could have guessed as much. So what are you suggesting we should... There's a motorcycle outside my window. I am more distracted by that than the monster twat that's staring me in the face that none of you can see.
Monster twat. Monster twat.
You have a third line, or...
I don't, just monster twat.
So what?
Nothing can top monster twat.
Are you suggesting... Yeah, because if you have a monster twat, you are obviously the top. Good job, me. I'm not going to be ashamed of that joke in 5 months. Are you suggesting we should sell softcore pornography now?
It's just an idea. Might be kind of fun.
But you, I fiddle with the hem of my skirt. You want me to do the writing, don't you?
Yeah, so?
So, I've never written porn before.
I mean, Lord knows you watch enough of it with your job.
Huh. That's an interesting point. But we will see how Nikohime handles this situation in the next episode.
We'll see how she handles this monster twat, too.
By running away and screaming.
You can see the panties bending to, like, go over her hip on the right leg and just, like...
Oh my god, you can't. That's going to be blocked by the pyro pasty too, but still.
That's not how panties work.
Thank you all very much for watching. And we will see you tomorrow.
Will somebody please take the poor soul drawing all the frickin' Winged Cloud Sakura game cells? Will someone please take them to a titty bar?
For another episode.
It's like, get a private room and just have a stripper show her ass.
I'm not sure that's the way it works, the Akamura, but I'll take your word for it.
I'm an artist, that's how it works. We learn by looking.